Hi, everybody. My name is Larry Rosen. Welcome to Virtual Idea Lab on this Wednesday evening. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a while since I've talked about boomerangs, so I think that's what we're going to talk about today. And let's see if anyone is going to join me here today. I will just go to the waiting room and see who we have. We'll be starting very shortly. Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to see you again. How is the weather over there?
It's nice and sunny.
It is nice and sunny. It's yeah, I was thinking maybe we should do this outside sometimes. But that's okay. We're glad you're here for another episode of Virtual Idea Lab from the Ajax Public Library. We're going to start in about 2 minutes. We're just going to see if anyone else is going to join us today. So get ready. Did you have a good week?
Yeah.
We were having some technical difficulties with getting one of the videos up, but we will get it on the YouTube, so don't worry if you were looking. It will be there.
Thank you.
No problem. You know what today's topic is?
No. What is it?
Boomerangs.
Cool.
Have you ever used one of those things?
No, but aren't they the things that like you throw and then they come back to you?
You got it. That's them. Well, for those who have not joined us before, Virtual Idea Lab is the place where we ask questions that kind of make you go, like, how does a boomerang, what does it do and how does it come back to you? Why does it come back to you every time? Things like that. We ask questions and then we try to see if we can figure out and duplicate it in the form of an activity. And so I'm just going to share the screen here. Are you still able to see me?
Yes.
Excellent. And oh, there you are. Okay. Here we go. We're just still setting up a little bit here. I think it's about 6:30 and time to go. So again, thank you for joining us. I just wanted to let everybody know that this Zoom event will be recorded. It is being recorded, and we are going to post it on the Ajax Public Library's YouTube channel for future viewing. You can view it anytime at your leisure, and it helps you when you try to do the activity. We also have a PDF handout as well on our website. And at any time, if you want to not be seen, you can turn off the video. It's not a problem. And again, we're glad you're here. And so let's get started. Sorry, just checking one more time. You're able to still see me? So,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, Summer Reading Club is still on for those that want to participate. We've got a secret code at the end of this activity, so stay tuned for that. Okay. Oops, sorry. I'm just getting the PowerPoint back on here. I hope I don't lose you. Do you see the PowerPoint?
Yeah, I can see the PowerPoint.
Just double checking something. Sorry for the delay.
It's fine.
Okay. I can't see you, but you can see me, right? Or you can
Yeah,
see the PowerPoint.
Yeah, I can see the PowerPoint and you.
And me too. Okay, so did you know there are two different kinds of boomerangs? Did you know that?
No,
I didn't know that. This is really interesting that there are two different types of boomerangs, um, and they probably have different uses. The one that you mentioned, there's the boomerang that it returns to you, and these can be made of plastic. They have a curved shape. You've probably seen one, right?
yeah.
And when you throw it, it just knows what to do. It comes back to you. And these type of boomerangs, they have many uses, but you don't usually hunt with these kind of boomerangs. Do you know why?
No.
It's because once you hit the target, the ability for the boomerang to come back to you stops. So there's a different thing that they would use for that, a different kind of boomerang. So there's also boomerangs that do not return to you, and yet they still call them boomerangs. Some of those have the same curved shape, but they're much heavier and much longer. So, and they're maybe not as curvy, and they're much heavier. And those are the types of boomerangs that they would use for hunting. I found that really interesting. If you throw a stick in the air, is it going to come back to you?
Yeah.
It's going to come back to you. That's right, because of gravity. When you throw a boomerang, the top wing, are you able to see this?
Yeah, I can see this.
The top wing moves through the air a little faster than the other. And we're gonna demonstrate this in a little bit. As the boomerang moves, the lift force on that wing is greater, and that results in unbalanced forces that gradually turn the boomerang around. Don't worry, again, there's no quiz here. We want to make this as easy as possible. And this is an easy activity for you to do. The difference in the lift force between the two sides of the boomerang, it produces a consistent scenario that the boomerang flies through the air and gradually comes back to you. So here's a little boomerang trivia. Do you know how old the world's oldest, how old would the oldest boomerang be? Do you think maybe years or centuries or?
I think maybe centuries.
Centuries? The world's oldest boomerang, discovered by Poland's Carpathian Mountains, is estimated to be 20,000 years old. So you are right, centuries. Many centuries. They probably didn't call it boomerang back then. I don't know. They could have. And do you know who might have invented it? I didn't know. Don't worry.
I don't know.
Nobody really knows who invented the boomerang, but we think it might be the Aborigines of Australia that might have been the original inventors of the boomerang. And some other uses for boomerangs.
It's kind of like a sport, I guess you could say, or like an activity.
Very good. In addition to hunting, could be musical instruments, fire starters, decoys for hunting, waterfowl, and recreational toys. And I'm probably missing some, but that's a good start. Let me bring you out of share. There we go. Oh, sorry. And yeah, we are just about ready. The supplies that you're going to need are scissors, a glue stick, some cardstock paper, and a pencil. I like it when it's really simple, right?
Yeah. I think I might be able to do this activity.
That would be so cool. But if you, and I'll go slow with you, okay? Don't worry. And if you can't, yeah, you can do it. All right. So you've got the scissors.
Okay. I'll do
Take your time. That's all right. You got scissors. You need scissors.
that. I have a pair of scissors.
And you need some cardstock, which is paper that's a little stronger than regular paper. It could be construction paper.
I think I have some.
If you don't, you can still try it with paper.
Okay.
It might work. It might not work as good as, but if you have the stronger paper, we'll try it. You know, and if it works, it's okay. If it doesn't work, you'll try it with the other. And you need this kind of glue stick or some kind of glue.
Okay.
So the first thing that you would do, and for those that are watching the video at a later time, the instructions are on the PDF as well. So don't worry if you can't keep up. The first thing you do is we have to cut out the shape of the boomerang, and there's two ways you can do it. This is the basic shape, and if you cut out, this is the first way, and I'll tell you both ways, and then you can decide which way you want to do it. You cut out 3 of these, and that's one type of boomerang. The other option is to cut out a Y.
Instead of glue, can I use tape?
You can use tape. I don't know what kind of results you're going to get, but I think that would work.
Okay.
I think that would work, yeah. Now, I could have given you the template already in a PDF, and then you could have just cut it from the template, but that's kind of not as much fun. So this is the general shape. The general shape is also in the PDF. I don't know if you had a chance to print it off yet. And what you'll do is you'll take your cardboard and you'll just cut that shape. And so you're just going to cut in the shape. It's almost like a Y shape. And again, I didn't give you the template because I want you to experiment and see what works. So we're just making our Y. If you need to see it again, it's right here. And there's no rush. We're just taking our time, and we're just making, and you're going to need to make 2 of them. So the second one, you can just cut around the first one. Doesn't matter the size. I would say this size would be maybe half the size of of a regular sheet of paper, maybe. Boomerangs come in all different sizes. How you doing?
Good.
Very good.
It's not equal. Oh.
It's not equal. It's not equal. And this is, so what you could possibly do, maybe the one that's fatter, maybe you could trim the one that's fatter, trim it a little bit. So, and this is where trial and error comes in. You might not get it right the first time, but
Okay. It's better, kind of.
we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Don't worry. If you want to redo it, that's okay. Do you need a few more minutes to redo it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, redo it. Keep that one though. You never know. And here's what the original looks like. The rest is easy after this. Don't worry. It's not a race, you know. And I didn't get it right the first time. It took many tries for me to figure out. And the second one is easier because you just have to trace over the first one.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see again. Let's give that a shot. Yeah.
Not the best, but
No, we're not trying for the best. We're just trying to have some fun, right? That's all we're doing. Okay, don't worry about it. This is the place of fun. And don't forget, when I tried this the first couple of times, it did not work. But life goes on. So it's quite all right, you know? And if it worked the first time, it would be kind of boring, actually, you know?
yeah.
All right, well, all right, I did it. What do I do now? You know, so it's all good. It's all good. So let me know when you've cut out that first one. And then you'll do that again for the second. So you'll have 2 of these.
Okay.
If you notice in mine, I ripped it right here, but you can decorate these. So I can cover this up later. I like it. I like it. All right. Excellent work.
took extra time, but it was worth it.
It's all right. It doesn't always have to be the first time you try it. Very good. Okay, what's next on our recipe? We always have a recipe, right, to follow? Because we can't remember everything. So we have the recipe, and the recipe says we've got the two shapes. Now we have to use glue stick, or in your case it will be tape, but you're going to, you're just going to glue them together.
At the center?
You're just going to, the whole thing, you're just going to glue it so that it becomes one. The two are just going to become one. So I'm just putting the glue all over the back of one, and I am just going to place it right on top so that it becomes one.
Then I'll go get a glue stick instead.
Do you have a glue stick?
Yeah, I do. I'll quickly go get it. I got the glue stick.
All right. So, yeah, just to glue it so that it becomes one. One on top of each other. This is really two. I just glued them together.
What's wrong with you? I did it.
Excellent. Okay. Next, you take a pencil and you write the word top right in the middle of the boomerang, so you know which side is which.
Okay, I did it.
Excellent. We're almost done. So, but there's still some really important things we have to do. Okay. Now, I'm just going to tilt this so you can see, because we have to bend the wings in a certain way. If you threw this now, it would not come back to you. You still have to do some bending. So here's what you do. I'm just going to bring this down so you can see what I'm doing here. So what's going to happen? Well, let me show you first. So do you see the top wing?
Yes.
Do you see the line there?
Yes.
I'm going to be bending it on that line, and I'm going to show you that line is the same on every wing. I'm going to turn it around. If you see, are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay, so you'll be doing this line. If you're left-handed, you do it the other way. It would go to this. Sorry, it would go to this side. But you're right-handed, so you're going to follow this line. I know it's hard to see, but I'm going to show you. Everyone will have this line, and we're just going to slightly. I don't know. Can you see the bend? You probably can't, but let me just. It's slight. It's a slight bend.
Oh, yeah.
So watch this. I'm going to bring it down to show you.
So you bent the top wing? Slightly bented?
And this, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to bend it slightly. You need to do this on the end of a table. You're going to bend it slightly. Not a lot. Just a slight bend. And you're going to do that with each wing.
All right.
This is not a very good table because it's not like it doesn't go, it's not a sharp edge, but I can still show you that you have to just bend it on the edge of the table just slightly so that it's got a slight bend in it. Each wing you're going to bend it, and it's going to be, this is where the bend is going to appear. All right, let me show you. Yeah, do you see that line?
Yes.
So go this way. I just want to see if you bend it, make it go this way. Show me this, turn it flat like this so I can see. Okay, okay. Excellent. So you did that for every wing?
Yes.
Okay, so just about ready, but there's still another 3 bends that we have to do to make it fly. Whether it's going to work with, because you use tape, I don't know. Whether it's going to work, I don't know, but this is why we're doing it. We're testing things. We're seeing what works. The final bend that you have to do is you have to take each wing. So before we bent down, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going to bend up, and we're going to bend. Watch how I do this. We take this wing right here, and I'm going to just bend it up slightly, just a little bit, so that it's, and I'm going to do that with each wing. Bend up slightly, just a little bit like that. Bend up slightly, just a little bit like that. Not too much. The moment of truth. Now, I got to tell you about how to throw this, because there's good and bad ways of throwing boomerangs. Have you ever thrown a Frisbee before?
Yes.
You can't throw a boomerang like you throw a Frisbee. It it would not come back to you. And you also, like, this is how you throw a Frisbee, right?
Yeah, like that.
So you also cannot throw it like that either, because that would not work either. And you can't throw it like this either. That would not work. So that doesn't leave us much choice, does it? But there is one way, and this is the way that you throw it. You pretend like you're knocking on a door when you throw it. And now I don't have a lot of room here, but let me see if I can show you. When I throw this, it's supposed to come back to me if I did it right. I don't know if you can see this, but what I'm doing is, this is how I'm throwing it. So you think it's going to go right down to the floor when you, but if you did it properly, it'll go down, and then it's going to come back to like, now I also have this table in the way. So let me just see if I can move a little bit. Oh, see, I don't have a lot of room here. Yes, yes. What it did is it went like this, and then you probably didn't see that.
I saw it go up.
You want to give yours a try?
I don't think it'll work, but we could try. Yeah.
No. How did you throw it? How did you? Remember, you're knocking. You're knocking. Yeah.
No.
You're using your wrist. Only your wrist. Try it with just your wrist, just like your. Yeah.
No, it didn't
No?
work.
Okay, then you're probably going to need to use cardboard, cardstock paper.
This is too light.
Too light? Yeah, yeah. But that is the recipe for making a boomerang. And I'm sure now that you have the basics that you could probably make a really good one.
Yeah.
let me get you your secret code. The secret code is the word return.
Okay.
Return, yes, there we go. So that's the activity for today. I want to thank you very much for participating with me. And we're going to do it again. We're going to do it. Actually, we have a Tween Tech Club this Saturday
Oh, yeah.
at 2 o'clock. And then again next Wednesday, we're going to have another activity. So thanks so much for joining me here today. And I hope you have a fantastic week coming up. You stay safe and have a great evening.
I'll try the boomerang again, and if it works, I'll email you a video.
Would you do that? Yes, and actually post it if you like. Post it on our website, on our social media. We would love to see it, and let me know through email so that everyone can see it, and I'll make sure that this video gets on the web as well. Okay?
If it works, I'll email you.
If it works, yeah, it might take a few tries, you know. Again, remember, I did not work the first couple of times I did it. I used the wrong paper. I didn't bend it properly. This again, this final, I just want to show you one more time the actual bend that you need.
It's angled. Okay.
It starts about in the middle and it ends right about there on a sharp table. And you just want to bend it just slightly. Okay? Okay. Have a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.